the night, and it's going to be roughing.
Yeah, roughing, not exactly something you'd expect to see in a women's hockey game where there isn't, you're not even allowed to body check. It's body contact only in these games, but roughing, first call of the game, coming just over a minute in. And if you're Grand Valley, we were just talking about, they might be a little bit nervous settling into this tournament stage, but now is your chance. You get one here, you get your legs under you, you get that momentum, and you have the energy.
Roughing call goes on Jessica Walker, the 18-year-old from Calgary, Alberta. Off the face-off, it rolls out to neutral ice. It's swatted in by the Lynx with Callie Phillip. The power play this season for Grand Valley State, the 5th out of 6 teams in the Central Collegiate Women's Associate Hockey League, 9.8%.
I'm not sure. I think the referees just called an icing.
The referees called the icing, so it comes out to center ice.
Right, because it is a power play right now, so the Lynx have, of course, the complete right to ice the puck. And I guess referees forgot that there was a power play. They blow the whistle. Faceoff comes to center ice on the mistake.
No power play goals for Grand Valley State in their last 6 regular season games. It's Sally Hoare gliding into the attacking zone, swats the puck out to the left circle. Breslin Tasker straight away, a wrist shot deflects in the slot. Skittering puck rolling far side, collected by Jamie Risley. She plays it behind the goal line. It's played Lindsay Gillis, the sophomore from Edmonton, Alberta, pins it to the near wall, and she guns it out to the red line back in the Laker defensive zone.
Yeah, early on, Grand Valley, they seemed like they're really struggling to get anything going. That one rush there, they kind of had some good puck movement trying to open up space. They just got to work it and stay with it.
The Lynx control at center ice, whiffing on a centering pass that time. Dakota McAlpiny. It rolls out to the Laker D zone. Lindenwood University Belleville 16-1-1 since November 4th of 2018. They have one loss since the calendar turned to 2019. On a shorthanded chance, Dietmeyer has her centering pass intercepted and is controlled by Allison Stapleton. She shovels the puck out to the red line, back into the defensive zone. Catherine Tower slides it to Alex Brinkman, the 5th-year senior from Rochester Hills, Minnesota. She gallops ahead, a shot from the center line, deflects off the glove of Hannah Stone, rolls behind the net. And Quinn, if the Lynx look to have another deep national championship runner, look to win a game in this national tournament, it's the freshman from Killingworth, Connecticut that has to have a big tournament in between the pipes.
Oh, for sure, and that was probably the first chance that she's really had tested, and they wound up not even recording that as a shot on goal. It went off the glove. I guess they decided it was going wide down in the downstairs. But right off the glove, it bounced way up in the air, and she completely lost track of it. You got to be careful in that situation.
It's gloved down by Lauren Allen, the 5th-year senior from Gregory, Michigan, who's in a career year of her own. A 2.85 goals against average and a career-high 92.4 save percentage.
Yeah, it's interesting, Casey. On one end, between the pipes, you have a 5th-year senior. On the other end, you have an 18-year-old freshman. So completely different stories on each end, and we'll see who gets it, the veteran or the rookie.
Face-off won by the Lakers. Power play has expired, so Grand Valley State 0 for 1 here today. On a forecheck, a shot from the left circle off the stick of Williams, gloved down by Allen.
Yeah, based on what I'm seeing so far, Allen's going to need to have one heck of a game. She's going to be tested early and often. That technically they're the first shot of the game, but this game has spent all of its time outside of just a little bit of that power play time. This game's just been parked in this offensive end for the Lynx, so Allen's going to have to be sharp.
Allen, a bronze medalist in the 2016-17 Universiade Games with Team USA. Rolls out to the left point, a shot by Lindsay Gillis, deflects wide, still rolling in the slot, unable to poke it past that time. Katie Thema, it rolls out to neutral ice off the stick of Breland Tasker. 1-0 our official shots on goal with just under 4 minutes gone here in the opening period. It rolls down the far side, collected by Gaglioretti. She scoops it up from the corner, and we get a whistle. The net gets hit off its moorings. It's, I'll tell you what, Quinn, we've seen a lot of strange plays, but no one was anywhere near the net, and it just rolled off its hinges.
Yeah, I was sitting here looking at you trying to figure out why we stopped playing, then you caught the net off, and I was like, no one touched it. I guess it's got a mind of its own. Net's just moving around.
Well, the glass has been the story of the tournament, but now in the women's tournament, yes, you and I just can't get enough of how that just happened. And that just won. The Nets want to break as well. They don't want to be shackled down. It rolls up and into the match for a stoppage at play. Just like you and I are college students, we don't want to be shackled down to schoolwork, so we're in Texas. Did you get that paper done, by the way?
Oh, no, I still have like 3 papers to write. It's going to be fun getting caught back up, but I wouldn't have it any other way. This is so much fun out here.
I haven't checked my schoolwork assignment since I landed here in Texas. I'm not looking forward to seeing what my grades have been. Anyway, a face-off for the Lakers, one in the defensive zone. They have won the unofficial face-off count right now, 3-1 over the Lynx. It rolls in the slot, a shot by Del Reno, a rebound in front, deflects wide, and a sprawling save made by Allen to stop play.
Yeah, Allen was down there on top of the puck, and the refs lost sight of it, but they were kind of late on the whistle. And right as that whistle blows, you see Allen lift up her glove. She's like, did I not have it? Because she couldn't figure out why that whistle didn't blow sooner. You see it there. She scrambles, jumps on top of it, and you see the little check lift up with the glove right there.
Face-off won by the Lakers. Monica Room, the 21-year-old senior, can't clear the zone. It rolls up the right hash mark. It skitters along the near side. Jamie Risley plays it in, unable to push it forward in the attacking zone. Sally Hoare guides it past the red line and chips it behind the net of Hannah Stone. It's dug out near side. Mackenzie White skies it off the high glass. It rolls into the slot. The Lynx trying to clear the zone. It's Katie Stelling wheeling down the far side into the E-zone. She finally chips it out to the red line, dug out by Allison Carlson, the senior from Marquette, Michigan, in the midst of a career season. 23 goals with the Lakers in just her second year with Grand Valley State.
Yeah, 23 goals. Definitely a great mark to hit, and you expect her to be a big factor in this tournament and keeping the Lakers going forward.
It's controlled by Grand Valley State. Brianna Welgarts has it stolen free. It's pickpocketed by Michaela Reed. She glides below the right goal line, falls to the ice. We're going to get a penalty, and it's going to go on to Lakers.
Yeah, that's an easy call right there.
It's Stone going to the bench. A shot from Lacusa deflects wide behind the net. It's still controlled by the Lynx. The captain, Ashley Dietmeyer, has it stick free by Sally Hoare, and we get a penalty on the Lakers. It is hooking.
You see it right here, right off of the turnover, and it's a great move by Reed. You force the turnover, you realize you're not going to get a great scoring opportunity, and you draw the penalty instead. It's an awesome play from Reed, and now she's got her team on the power play.
It's going to go on Brianna Welgars, the junior from Macomb, Michigan, sits in a box, and it's the Lynx to the power play for the first time in this tournament. Face-off won by Belleville. It rolls out to the right point, controlled by Megan Luger. A shot that she fakes. She rolls it out to the right side. A shot by Gillis deflects off a stick, and it rolls out to the far wing. It's chipped over towards the goal line. Alicia Williams plays it on a backhand, fakes a centering pass, rolls down the near side. Centering feed looking for Gillis, deflects off a stick, and it's Gillis, the sophomore from Edmonton, Alberta, controlling the puck up the right hash mark. She drives up the wall, plays it straight away, faking a shot that time, Drost a shot on a rebound. It's gloved down by Allen to halt action.
Yeah, Allen took a little bit of a shot there. I didn't catch who it was on the Lynx, but Allen gets knocked over at the end of the play. Now looking back, I think it was Dakota McAlpine knocked over the netminder, Allen. She's working her way back up to her skates now. McAlpine got a bit of a talking to from the ref. She wasn't too happy about that.
The freshman out of Brockville, Ontario. 5 goals this season over the course of 26 games for the Lynx. Face-off far side, controlled by the Lakers. It's wide at the half wall. On a forecheck, Jessica Walker driving below the goal line. It's sticked away by Allison Carlson, and she swats it down the length of the ice. 3-0 shots on goal. Belleville all over Grand Valley State so far. It's Reed at the left circle. A wrist shot deflects off a stick, skies up the wall. It's dug out by Sally Hoare. She can't clear the zone. At the left circle, rolling with it, Mackenzie Drost. It's out to the right point and out to the red line.
If you're Grand Valley State right now, it's all about kind of holding on more than it is trying to get a chance. You've been outplayed so far in this game. Now you're shorthanded, but you know, all is not lost. If you can survive even throughout this period, maybe get your legs under you or just survive to intermission and reassess what's going on.
Jamie Risley, the junior from Waterdown, Ontario, controls on the power play. Right circle, a shot deflected wide. It careens up the right half wall. It rolls at the circle. Michaela Reed trying to play it forward for the Lynx. It swats off a stick, dug out by Brooklyn Bell. She glides below the goal line, pirouettes past the defender, pins it to the wall, swats it to Risley, left circle. holds at the dot. A shot deflects off the blocker of Allen toward the far corner, and it clears the zone. 10 seconds left on the Lynx power play. No shots allowed by the Lakers here on the penalty kill.
And right now, that's the story. If you're the Lakers, is that's going to technically be their first shot on goal right there, a lob in from center ice. But though, if you're the Lakers, you've had this entire game take place in your defensive end, but there's only 3 shots on goal from the Lynx. The Lakers are doing a sound job defensively. They just have no offense to speak of right now.
Catherine Tower swats the puck to Megan Beebe, lost it at the blue line. It's pickpocketed by Dietmeyer. She glides ahead, holds at the dot. A wrister deflects off a stick, and the net comes off its moorings again. That's the second time here in the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, that net popped off really easily. If you're a netminder, Lauren Allen, goalies use those posts to kick themselves from side to side, and if breathing near the post too heavily is going to knock it off, that's going to completely throw off the way you play the game as a goalie.
How does the offense, knowing that that might be an issue with the moorings, attack the net?
Cross-ice passes. You go cross-ice and force the goalie to have to work her way from one side over to the other, and it's going to be a lot harder to do if you can't kick off the posts.
Dietmeyer wins the draw. Shot from White deflects high up off the glass. It's controlled by Alicia Williams. Backhands to Dietmeyer. The captain glides up the half wall, pirouettes the blue line. She surfs the slot. A shot chested down by Allen. It rolls out to the far corner. Dietmeyer boots it to herself. She holds at the left hash mark. Drags on the backhand, holding spinning pass out to Bell. She flips it out to the blue line, but nobody home. Closest to it, Dietmeyer. She flicks it into the Laker D zone. Still 3-0 our official shots on goal. For those just joining us, Casey Roll with you alongside Quinn Kuski. Game number 2 of the ACHA Women's Division I National Tournament. The Miami Redhawks looking for another deep national championship push. They defeated Michigan State 1-0 here in Game 1. A slap shot by Katie Stelling deflects wide behind the net. It's controlled by the Lakers with Melissa Delry. A backhand feed deflected wide. Delry with it in the slot. Her shot deflected wide. Rebound backdoor post. It deflects off of Williams' stick, and it careens out to the far corner. Still kept in by the Lynx. Dietmeyer, cross-ice pass to the right circle. It's Walker firing a shot. Deflects off a stick. Beebe lost it. She boots it behind the goal line, but it's still Belleville controlling on an aggressive forecheck. It's finally swatted out by Kaylee Gaglioretti as far as the blue line, but not completely out of the zone. Drost a shot, centering pass looking for Phillip. It deflected wide, and Jessica Walker holding at the right circle, surfs the blue line, skating up the wall. She fires a shot, deflects off of Welgarz's stick, and she ushers it out to neutral ice, pins it to the wall, and it's one-handed forward, back out of the zone.
Yeah, this almost feels like a Lynx power play, Casey, and I guess in a sense it kind of was 5 on 4.5 there, as you had number 12, Megan Beebe, without a stick throughout pretty much that entire shift.
Here come the Lakers with Samantha Williams. Past the red line, a shot nearly chested down. It rolls down the far post, nearly crossed the goal line. Hannah Stone lost the puck. It nearly trickled to the back post, but it remains scoreless.
Yeah, Hannah Stone, she had the puck kick off her pads out in front of her and then went to pull it back into her and pulled it right into her own 5-hole, and it went between her legs and out the back door, almost slipping in the backside of the net.
The first quality scoring chance, nearly an own goal against Belleville. But here come the Lakers. Allison Stapleson, cross-ice pass to the near side. Carlson holds at the left circle, swats it out to the point. It's Monica Room getting her shot deflected. It caroms below the goal line, controlled by Dietmeyer, the 23-year-old out of Danbury, Wisconsin. She flicks it down the far wall and out to the red line. It's swatted back by the Lakers with Denton. One shot for Grand Valley State through the first 10 minutes. A wrister by Risley, deflected wide glove side. It's dug out below the goal line by Seenhauer. A centering pass deflected wide. It's Dietmeyer holding for the Lynx. A shot from the slot deflected wide, and it's Allen sprawling out of the crease to halt action. 9:07 remaining here in the first period. We step aside from the Comerica Center in Frisco. No score between the Lynx and the Lakers. You're watching the 2019 ACHA Women's Division I National Championships on the ACHA Network.
The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, official merchandise partner of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official tape provider of the ACHA, and the City of Frisco.
Back in Frisco, no score between the Lynx and the Lakers. Fans, if you're missing any ACHA action, be sure to catch ACHA tonight following the conclusion of games on a daily basis. Men's Division 3, Women's Division 1, and Division 2 starting up today. ACHA Men's Division 1 and D2 National Championships already in the books. Very special congratulations to Florida Gulf Coast. Back-to-back national championships in the D2 pool. And the Minot State Beavers, Quinn, a great story last night, winning the Division I championship after 3 consecutive years of the number 1 seed entering the tournament. They entered as number 6. They defeated the Iowa State Cyclones, the first ever 5-6 championship game, one that will last probably for years in the back of our minds.
Yeah, it definitely will be hanging around in the back of our minds. And what's crazy is Minot State, they at one point were an 18 seed and technically out of the tournament. And then they go on this incredible run to get themselves into the tournament, and that run continued right through every team that they faced.
And just to think, Minot State's schedule that they beat in the national tournament as the puck rolls out to the high slot, controlled by Welgar as it clears the zone, and the Lakers have to dump it back in behind the net of Hannah Stone. Just to think, the hardest thing for the Beavers in that tournament, they had to defeat the runners-up last season in Illinois, the national champions, the defending champions in Adrian College on day 2. And to make things more interesting, they had to defeat not only the number 1 team in the country, but some people thought the hands-on favorite to win it all in Lindenwood in the semifinal.
Well, not only that, Lindenwood was the other team in the semifinals from the year before. So they, of the 4 teams in the semifinal, Minot being one of them, they beat the other 3 that were there last year.
A great season by Iowa State as well. They upended the number 2 Michigan Dearborn in double overtime. A shot from the left circle by Michaela Reed, gloved down by Lauren Allen, who's been phenomenal so far tonight, Quinn. 6 shots and 6 saves.
Yeah, I talked about how she needed to be sharp because of just the dominance of play from the Lynx early, and she has been. And we had that interesting chance from Grand Valley down on the other end where Hannah Stone almost put it into her own net. And it seemed to kind of wake Grand Valley up a little bit. It might have been exactly what they needed to get some pep in their step.
It rolls out to the right point. It's kept in by the Lakers. Rolling Catherine Tower. She glides below the goal line, pinning the puck towards the wall. A scrum for it near side. It's finally muscled out to the red line, and it's Allison Stapleton trying to run the race for the puck, but it's dug out by Katie Stelling for the Lynx. She muscles it out to the red line. It rolls at neutral ice. Skying puck out in midair, and it's finally controlled by Alexis Peterson for the Lakers. 7 combined shots on goal with now 13 minutes gone in the opening period.
It's been very well played defensively on both sides. Even with the Lynx spending time in their offensive end, there's just no shooting lanes to be had.
Stapleton tried to bank it off the high wall to Carlson. It deflects wide off the high glass. It pinballs over toward the left goal line. Jessica Walker digs it out for the Lynx, but on the forecheck, the Lakers with it in the high slot. A backhander by Stapleton deflects off a stick, and it skitters out to the red line and down to the Laker defensive zone. It's played by Monica Room for Grand Valley State. Up the near wall, it's pickpocketed by Hallie Fisher at the right hash mark. Dances below the goal line, plays it to Ryle Strayer. A centering pass deflected wide. A shot on net deflects off a couple bodies. It's dug out by Taylor Lampard. And it rolls behind the net. The Lakers, Quinn, it seems like they've been in the defensive zone for the duration of the game as they finally cleared out to the red line with Connor Denton.
They have been in the defensive zone for the majority of this game, but if you're the Lakers, major positive, it's still 0-0. All you need is one chance, one counterattack, 2-on-1, 3-on-2, maybe even a breakaway, and you could take the lead in this game.
Jamie Risley banks the puck in the attacking zone for the Lynx. Right circle, Diekmeyer has it. nudged off her stick. It rolls to the right circle. A shot skittering wide off the stick of Katie Thema. It rolls out to the left goal line. Pinning for control of the puck, it's Katie Gallery-Reddy. She banks it off the near wall. It's pitchforked up the right goal line by Alexis Peterson, and it clears the zone out to the red line.
This is pretty much exactly what we've seen from this game so far. The Lakers play good defense. They clear it out to center ice, and the Lynx come back in and start up the attack all over again.
Forecheck by the Lynx. It's controlled by Thema, right circle at the hash mark. Dances past the defender but can't get further below the goal line. It's stick free by Sally Hoare. She clears the zone, and now here come the Lakers. Megan Beebe drags it the backhand, falls to the ice, and we're going to get a penalty. Grand Valley State to the power play for the second time tonight, and it's another roughing call on the Lynx.
It's amazing how much better Beebe plays when she actually has a stick. Last shift, she played the entire shift in her defensive end without a stick. This time, that was exactly what I was talking about. All you need is that one random, just offensive rush, and it can give you a chance to get into this game if you're the Lakers. And right there it is. It went from breakaway to getting wiped out from behind. Easy call for the refs. We're going to have a 2-minute power play now for the Lakers. And if they can come and get one here, they could take the lead in the game that they've pretty much been outplayed thus far.
It's Tessa O'Connor, the freshman from Ottawa, Ontario, sitting in the penalty box for roughing. It rolls behind the net on the Grand Valley State power play. 0 for 1 here this afternoon, here in the first 20 minutes. It rolls below the right goal line. Allison Carlson pins the puck to the wall. The team leader in power play goals with 5. Nudges it toward the corner. It careens below the goal line. Controlled by Megan Beebe. Gliding at the left hash. Drew the penalty moments ago. We're going to get another penalty.
I guess this is what Beebe's here to do. She's just going to step on the ice and draw one. That's back-to-back, both times it being her. We're looking at the replay right here. Beebe working her way into the wall and just gets boarded. And in men's hockey, that's not going to be a call. Here, that's an easy one.
It's Katie LaCusta, the senior out of New Westminster, British Columbia, sitting in the penalty box, and it's a 5-on-3 power play for the Lakers with under 5 minutes to go.
And it's a long 5-on-3 too, 1.5 minutes on 5-on-3 play. That's a whole lot of time for the Lakers and a good chance to get this offense firing on all cylinders.
Face-off won by Carlson, controlling at the left circle. Wheels to the left point, smacks it to Breland Tasker. Cross-ice pass to Sally Hoare straight away. Back to Carlson, right circle. Faking a pass. Carlson with it. Hoare, cross-ice feed. A shot deflects off the pad of Stone. That one off the stick of Beebe. It careens to the near corner. Pinning for control of the puck. It's Lindsay Gillis for the Lynx. Scrumming with a couple Laker defenders. It's played forward by Taylor Lampard. Left circle fakes a drive. Backhand feed to Tasker. Cross-ice pass to the right circle. It's Lampard faking a shot. Tasker left circle. A drive. Deflects high off the glass. Played by Jessica Walker, and she clears the zone.
Yeah, if you're Sally Hoare there, you got to step up and pinch in and stop that puck from leaving the zone. It's 5-on-3. It's not like the Lynx are going to play super aggressive offense.
Lampard right dot, chested down by Stone. It still rolls out to the red line, the blue line, kept in by the Lakers. Haley Curie, the fifth-year captain. Cross-ice pass, a drive by Lampard, the flex off a stick. It's controlled by Welgars. Right circle. Surfs the blue line. A shot deflected wide. Rebound. They score! It's Rachel Smith at the doorstep. And the Lakers score on the power play.
It's a great shot. It's never a bad play to shoot for the far side pillow of a netminder. In this case, it being Hannah Stone. They shoot far side. Hannah Stone unable to corral the rebound, and it kicks right off of her pad to the back door, and it's an easy goal.
It's a power play goal for Smith, the sophomore from Naperville, Illinois. In the midst of a career season, that's her 9th goal in total this year. It remains 5-on-4. The 5-on-3 power play has expired. And now, Quinn, if you're the Lakers, this is where you can really put a hold on the number 3 team in the country.
You're up 1-0. You've been playing spectacular defense thus far. You get another one on this abbreviated power play, and you go up 2-0. Watch out. They could go on to win this game.
Beebe driving into the slot. It's stick free. It's Carlson guiding up the point. It's stick free in the slot. Alex Brinkman knocks it down. She controls below the left goal line now at the hash mark. Glides up the half wall. Plays it to the point to Welgars. Fakes a drive. Now her shot deflected off the stick of Marissa Delry. That's kept in by Grand Valley State. 5 shots for the Lakers. 4 of those 5 have come in the last 3 minutes. 12 seconds on the power play. A shot by Welgars flutters high up off the glass. It's pinballed by Stapleton out to the right point, and that'll do it for the man advantage. Back to 5-on-5 hockey, but the Lakers getting a goal on the power play to lead 1-0. It's chipped up the high boards by Hallie Fisher back into the Lakers defensive zone, and it's gloved down by Lauren Allen to halt play.
Allen definitely a very conservative netminder. Right there, you see it coming outside to play that puck and just deciding to cover it up and wait for another draw.
Game 1 of a 3-game series, this first round of the Women's Division I National Tournament, with the winners of the opening 3-game set advancing to a single elimination semifinal. An 8-team tournament bracket. 5 of the 8 teams here this season are returners from last season. We saw Michigan State, one of the 3 non-returners, fall to Miami 1-0 here in Game 1. Grand Valley State right now, one of the 3 aforementioned non-returners who are on the board right now, leading the Lynx.
Yeah, and due to the fact that last game was 1-0, Grand Valley State now the first non-returner to score a goal in the Women's D1 tournament.
And the Lynx playing on the cross ice feed to Katie Thema at neutral ice. Now the red line. It's finally played out to Dietmeyer, who gains the blue line. High steps in the attacking zone, lost control of the puck. It rolls down, and Allen has to play it way out of the crease with just over 18 ticks remaining.
Yeah, we just had a bit of technical difficulties there on the broadcast. Not sure what people could hear, but I know visual feed was down. Things seem to be back up and running as normal. 18.2 to go in period number 1.
You know, Quinn, I still do radio at school. So if this goes to a radio broadcast, I'm going to pull out my best Jack Michaels impersonation. Jack, a good friend of mine with the Edmonton Oilers. Off the face-off, it's controlled by the Lakers. It's Alex Brinkman playing it out to the red line, swatting it out at neutral ice, controlled by the Lynx. Michaela Reed high steps down the right wing half wall. A backhand feed swatted aside off the stick of Allenton in the near corner. And on a last-second shot, that was Delry firing one just over the crossbar, and that's how the first period ends.
Yeah, maybe one of the best chances of the period for the Lynx come as that horn sounds. And you have to wonder, had that gone in, if there was enough time left for it to have counted.
So it's a 1-0 lead for the Lakers over the Lynx, but a last-second chance by Delry, just skittering over the crossbar. And Lauren Allen, the fifth-year senior out of Gregory, Michigan. The story of the first 20 minutes for the Lakers, 7 shots and 7 saves.
She had an incredible frame, and now she's got to look to keep it going in the second.
So through 20, Grand Valley State on top of the number 3 Lindenwood University Belleville Lynx. A goal scored by Rachel Smith on the power play at the 16-minute, 34-second mark. The one difference between GVSU and Belleville. We'll step aside. When we return, more action and analysis along with a second period from the Comerica Center in downtown Frisco. You're watching the 2019 American Collegiate Hockey Association.
Discounts and special benefits are available for all ACHA membership and fans as detailed on the ACHA website. Budget car rental, get out of the ordinary.
know the answer. You studied for this. Come on. Timmy! Come on, Timmy. You got this, son. Pencil to paper. Focus. Come on, Timmy. Focus. Focus. Take the puck. There you go. Skate. Skate. Pass it. You call that a pass? What are you doing? You missed the puck. Come on.
Skating was hard at first. Sometimes I fell, but I always got back up. Now when I'm skating, I feel like a rocket, or maybe a race car. Something really fast. It's my second favorite feeling. Scoring is my favorite. I think I like even more than birthday cake.
There are a few things that come along that change the course of history. Inventions or developments that reshape society. They usually aren't appreciated at first. In fact, they're often scoffed at. What good will that be?
Hello? Hi.
Surely that can't be practical.
She loves to see you.
But then, slowly, over time, the greatness of these achievements become manifest.
Hi!
Until one day, you ask yourself how you ever lived without them. That's the nature of turning points. They bring us to new roads and new heights. They open doors we never thought possible. So it's important that we go forward together.
I'm here with Gina.
That our growth
She's okay.
might not just benefit the great, but the good also. In small ways, and in grand ones.
Dad.
The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little.
At Wilson Electronics, we push every day to amplify the power of communication, to connect those who love and those who cannot live without it.
Dallas, Texas, in a stadium that has been sold out for months, the Cotton Bowl.
Notre Dame leading 17-14. 1:10 remaining in the game, and Texas will Street at quarterback. Street gets to the second man for a touchdown for Texas.
The 2020 Bridgestone NHL Winter Classic, an annual celebration of hockey's heritage. Tickets on sale April 23rd. The Cotton Bowl, New Year's Day. It's gonna be a classic.
The Dallas Stars, have put on camps like this, and we're just really trying to build hockey in the communities around Dallas.
Learn to skate and play hockey for free at Children's Health Star Centers. All throughout DFW, kids ages 4 to 14 can join Rookies programs presented by Lexus. Equipment is included, and kids will get a free jersey to take home. For more information, visit dallasstars.com/rookies.
Come on. You know the answer. You studied for this. Come on. Timmy. Come on, Timmy. You got this, son. Pencil to paper. Focus. Come on, Timmy. Focus. Focus. Take the puck. There you go. Skate. Skate. Pass it. You call that a pass? What are you doing? You missed the puck. Come on.
Skating was hard at first. Sometimes I fell, but I always got back up. Now when I'm skating, I feel like a rocket, or maybe a race car. Something really fast. It's my second favorite feeling.
Back from Frisco, 1-0 our score. The Grand Valley State Lakers on top of Lindenwood University Belleville Lynx off the strength of a Rachel Smith goal on the power play at the 16-minute and 34-second mark in the opening frame. Glad you could join us. Casey Roll with you alongside Quinn Kuski, the rest of our off-camera and ACHA broadcast crew. Very special thanks to them for these first 6 days of the ACHA men's and women's national tournament coverage. Quinn, your first thoughts on the opening 20?
Well, the Lynx completely outplayed the Lakers through one. Lakers were able to draw some penalties. It was all Beebe drew 2 penalties in rapid succession to put her team on the 5-on-3, and that's what led to the goal. And if you're the Lynx, you just preach discipline in the locker room right now. You've completely dominated play. You've had it in the Laker end probably for a good 14 minutes of the first 20. It was in that end. I'm not talking about just controlled by the Lynx. In the offensive end, Lynx control probably a good 14 minutes of attack for the Lynx, and they just couldn't quite get one.
And Quinn, Belleville's best scoring chance was a potential own goal in Grand Valley State's defensive zone, which came less than a couple inches from crossing the goal line.
Yeah, they had a couple of good shots. They had the shot right at the tail end of period number 1 that just fluttered right over the top of the net mouth. And it begs the question of, what if right now for the Lynx, if they go on and continue to have the door slammed in their face at every scoring opportunity, there are a lot of what ifs from that first period that could leave them wondering. And at least, it's best out of 3. So even if luck doesn't seem to be going your way, bounces aren't going your way, you got 2 more games to try and right the ship.
7-5 our shots on goal in the opening period. 7 saves made by Lauren Allen for Grand Valley State. 5 saves made by Hannah Stone. And we mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. It was Allen, the 5th-year senior, who was dominant in net, but Stone, who faced 5 shots and made 4 saves, the freshman out of Killingworth, Connecticut, she was pretty impressive in the first 10 minutes as well.
She was impressive, except she did have that one major mishap in between the pipes. Almost put one in her own net. She had a little flutter shot, routine save, bounce off her pads. I think it kind of startled her when the puck kicked out in front of her, and she goes to just scramble and pull it back into her body, pulled it right in between her own legs, and it kicks out behind her, just about going in the net. And if that goes in, followed up by then the 5-on-3, you're looking at 2-0 Lakers right now.
When you're a freshman goaltender playing in your first national championship, what are the nerves that go through your mind when you know that you're down 1-0 already going into the second?
If you're Hannah Stone right now, there might have been a little bit of nerves coming in. This is your first national championship appearance, but your whole team has been here before. You have a team of experienced players. Your coach has been here before. So they can kind of settle those nerves down. You have a group around you that's experienced, and you know that this is a team that believes in you, a team that counts on you. So you look to carry almost like a brave face in.
It's the same starting 5s out to take the center ice faceoff. Allison Carlson for the Lakers against Ashley Dietmeyer, a pair of 5th-year seniors, and it's won by the Lakers. They control in neutral ice. It's played near side by Allison Stapleton. Trying to backhand feed to Carlson. It rolls free. It scutters down to near side. It's controlled by Carlson in the attacking zone. Driving below the right goal line. Centering feed, nobody home. It rolls out to the left point. Hoare flings a shot behind the net. A centering pass on a redirect by Peterson. Her close-ended shot deflected wide off the side of the net. It dribbles up the near corner boards. Carlson with it. A centering feed clashes off the stick of Megan Lugar. She pitches it off the high wall. It's played by Michaela Reed. Rolling puck in the defensive zone, and it's knocked off the wall by Abby Flaherty back into the Laker defensive zone.
So throughout those chances there, Hannah Stone goes to lean up against the post, and the net moved. It didn't come off its moorings, but it moved a lot more than you'd expect it to.
5 net dislodgements in the first 10 minutes in the opening period. So we'll see if that's a continued trend. We know about the glass through the men's tournament, how that had some problems with it just being repaired and how it took some funny hops. But if you have that many more stoppages as this game goes on, how does that affect the tempo?
Well, you'd never get tempo built up. The game will just keep being played, and with these just random stoppages, seemingly, you never really get that tempo established. None of the players can settle into the game, and I think that might have been part of the issue with why it took the Lakers so long to get their feet under them in that first period, is there was just so many stoppages they couldn't settle into a rhythm and get this game going.
Last shot by Alicia Williams, gloved down by Allen off the face-off the Lakers control. It's chipped off the high glass by Hoare. Cross-ice pass over to Rachel Smith, the goal scorer tonight for Grand Valley State. Flings a shot from neutral ice, stick the side to the far corner by Hannah Stone. It's guided to Ashley Dietmeyer. She stretches one out to neutral ice. Brooklyn Bell gains the blue line at the right hash mark. Holds in the backhand at the goal line. Centering pass to Dietmeyer, pickpocketed and swatted away out to neutral ice. It's taken by Taylor Lampard. She guides it into the Lynx defensive zone. Grand Valley State making a line change.
You had Bell come in there with Tehima on the off wing, a good chance to put one home.
It rolls into the defensive zone for Grand Valley State, out to the red line. It's swatted up off the high glass by Ryle Strayer. Rolls to the Stars logo, backhanded by Melissa Delray, and the Lynx have it in the attacking zone. A shot from Lakusa right circle. It's gloved down by Allen to halt play.
Early on, it's looking a bit like more of the same for the Lynx. A lot of time spent in that offensive end, and it's starting to become, you're starting to see some demons here. Like, why have we spent so much time in this offensive end and not gotten one?
Face off far side, won by the Lynx. It's pitched off the high wall by Megan Beebe. Can they clear the zone? They cannot. It's swatted ahead by Alicia Williams out to the right point, but it's guided on net by Beebe for the Lakers on Hannah Stone. 9-1 in her last 10 starts. Her lone loss in that span came on February 9th against Adrian College. It rolls to the left hash mark, a shot by Michaela Reed, skitters behind the net. It's swatted back in behind Cage. It's a jousting match for the puck at the left hash mark. Catherine Tower controlling. She guides it behind the net, and it's played by Haley Curie, the 5th-year captain of Washington, Michigan. can't clear it. Left point, Lindsey Gillis. A shot from the circle deflected wide. It's guided out to the left goal line. Williams controlling on a forecheck. Gillis dances past the defender, sachets out to the left hash mark, chips it off the high glass to Katie Thema. She drives below the goal line on the backhand, plays it out near the goal line to Williams. Holds at the circle, feeds it to the blue line, but it clashes off the stick of Jamie Risley, and the Lynx have to clear the zone.
And right now, if you're the Lynx, you got to just keep pushing. You're getting closer. You know you're getting closer. The offense is there. You just haven't gotten the puck to go in the net yet. And as you keep getting shots, it's only a matter of time.
Shots on goal in this period, 5-1 in favor of the Lynx. After Grand Valley State closed the first on a 7-5 hole. It's the captain, Ashley Dietmeyer, for the Lynx in the defensive zone, wheeling behind the net. They stretch it out to the red line. It's Katie Thema gaining the blue line. In the high slot, a wrister deflects off a stick in the slot off of Grand Valley State. It rolls out to the blue line, kept in by Gillis. Holding at the left circle, driving below the goal line. Sachets past the defender, a centering feed looking for Dietmeyer, skittering wide, far circle. And it's controlled by Brianna Welgars for Grand Valley State. She smacks it off the near wall and down. Icing is washed. Allison Carlson winning the race to the dot, and play continuing in the Grand Valley State attacking zone. Carlson controls the puck, a backhand shot, and they score! Oh my goodness! Allison Carlson, short side on Hannah Stone, puts Grand Valley State on top 2-0.
Carlson able to just rip that puck out of the board battle, and she just came out and jams it home. And you're seeing the replay right here, just in that board battle, puck kicks free, and it's backhanded. I think it goes far side maybe. Here, we're getting the behind the net view. This is going to be the best angle to see how this puck goes in. And yet, dope, short side, right up over the glove hand shoulder. A great backhand shot, and that is always the fear if you're in a situation like Hannah Stone where the puck is in the other end. You're getting cold just standing by yourself in the defensive end, and the first real good chance for the Lakers this period, and it beats Hannah Stone.
Allison Carlson, the senior from Marquette, Michigan, with her team-leading 24th goal of the season. And now we have a quick official meeting at center ice along with the Belleville bench.
And not quite sure what's happening here. Players are all gathering together. Goal seems to be official. Not sure what the discussions are about, Casey.
The goal is official, but Michaela Reed is meeting out at the red line with the referee, Jenna Tauschen. And now we're going to get a conference at the Belleville bench. Quinn, I'm not sure what they could be reviewing, because at first glance, the goal from Carlson was just a straight short side shot with no real interference in front.
No, there's no contact with the netminder. Net's clearly on its moorings. Not quite sure what you can be discussing here in this situation.
So as of right now, at the 4:35 mark in the second period, it's a 2-0 lead for Grand Valley State over Lindenwood Belleville. Fans, be sure to catch game number 3 of day number 1 here in the Women's 2019 ACHA Division I National Championships. McKendree University takes on Adrian College, 4 p.m. right here from downtown Frisco. So the meeting adjourns, and we're back to hockey, a 2-0 lead for the Lakers. It's swatted behind the net off the stick of Taylor Lampard. It's kept in by Grand Valley State left circle. Off the stick of Rachel Smith, one of 2 goal scorers this afternoon for the Lakers. It rolls behind the net, dug out by Ashley Dietmeyer. She plays it over to Katie LaCusta, and she pirouettes past the red line and Ferraris in the attacking zone. In the high slot, a wrister, blocker to the side, and the butterfly by Al that bounces up the glass behind the net up to the near corner. And it's swatted out to the red line, and here comes Grand Valley State with Smith. Sachaying down the left side. She backhands it behind the net, and Grand Valley State makes another line change.
Yeah, she wanted Lampard there is what Smith was trying to get to, and the passing lane just never opened up, and she's forced to just dump it in.
It's shoveled off the near wall by Brooklyn Bell. It's pitched back in behind the net of Stone. And LaCusta forced to rim it down the far wall. It's pushed in forward by Carlson behind the net. One-handed by Monica Room. She holds at the right circle. One hands it to the far point. It's Catherine Tower. Her shot deflects off the body. It rolls out to the left point. Tower controlling left point. Guides it below the goal line. First to it for the Lakers, Megan Beebe. She sticks past to hit. No penalty called on that one. And now we're going to get one. A delayed call, but we're going to get another penalty, and that's checking.
Was that Beebe again that drew it? I believe it might have been Beebe again.
And Quinn, we talked about it in the open. Checking is illegal in women's hockey. The official, Jenna Towson, holding her hand to her chest to signal checking. And sitting in the penalty box for the Lynx, it's Dakota McAlpany.
Something real interesting about that call, the referee that was right on top of it didn't make that call. It was the referee all the way back out at center ice, farthest away from the play. She's the one who makes that call.
So it's checking on McAlpany at the 6-minute mark. Short-handed, it's Dietmeyer at the left circle, dances past the defender, dragged to the backhand, and we're going to get another penalty. This time it's on Grand Valley State, touched up by Carlson, and we're going to get a hooking call.
Sometimes the best defense can be having a great offense. And in the case of Dietmeyer, she brings it into the offensive zone and puts a nice little dangle on to try and split the D and winds up getting tripped up.
So 16 seconds after Grand Valley State goes on the power play, Carlson, one of 2 goal scorers this afternoon, sits for hooking. It's only the first minor penalty for Carlson in the last 6 games played. So it's 4-on-4 hockey. Power play for the Lakers has washed. Face-off won by Grand Valley State. Sally Horde chips it off the far wall at neutral ice behind the net. First to the puck behind Cage. Centering pass deflects off the stick of Taylor Lampard at the left goal line. She still controls. It's swatted out to the left point. Smith guides it down the near side. But it's played ahead by Lindsay Gillis. She drops it off to Jamie Risley, who gains the blue line. Chips the puck off the high glass. It rolls by the goal line. Rolling puck is backhanded up the wall, but it's kept in by Gillis. She surfs the blue line, cradles the puck, a slap shot, and it's gloved down by Allen. A howitzer from Gillis, but Lauren Allen, the 5th-year senior, making her 11th save of the game.
Yeah, Lauren Allen's been completely on top of it so far today, and on the scoreboard here, they don't have the updated time for the 4-on-4. We only have the 1 up on the clock at 1:08, and that's now the referee's coming down to discuss exactly that.
So Lindenwood, Belleville should be on the power play for 16 seconds after the Lakers have Belleville's penalty expiring, because the penalty happened on Carlson at the 1-minute 44-second mark on the power play for the Lakers. So there should be 16 seconds left on the Lynx penalty once it expires, and now they have it right. It's a 1:08 remaining on the Lynx penalty and a 1:24 on the Lakers. Face-off won by Grand Valley State. Sally Hoare plays it behind the net, and that's another big battle that the Lakers have been winning this period, Quinn. 6-1 in favor of Grand Valley State in the face-off dot.
And winning those face-offs can be such a big key, because the second you come in and win a draw, that instantly establishes possession, and everything that you had planned to happen off that draw starts to manifest.
Left circle, Melissa Delry forks the puck off the high glass, but it's pitched out to neutral ice. It rolls back in the GVSU defensive zone. And it's played forward by Alex Brinkman, the 5th-year senior out of Rochester Mills, Minnesota. Down the far side, it's called for an icing.
Yeah, right now we're in 4-on-4 play, and I think the players to highlight are number 7 on both teams. You have Hoare and you have Dietmeyer, and the 2 of them are probably the fastest players on each team based on what I've seen so far. They seem to have the best wheels, and in 4-on-4, speed is the key.
Face-off won by Grand Valley State again in the defensive zone. It's pushed forward by Hoare. Left circle a shot, stick the side by Stone, and that one dances all the way up into the mesh.
Now right on cue there, Sally Hoare generating a pretty solid opportunity for Grand Valley. Comes in flying down the wing and rips that shot on frame. Good save from Stone.
Face-off in the Grand Valley State attacking zone is Brianna Welgars, the junior from Macomb, Michigan, for the Lakers, taking a face-off against Alicia Williams. The All-American for the Lynx. It's won by Belleville. It rolls down to left goal line. Lindsey Gillis, the lefty defenseman, guns it down the length of the ice, just off the stick of Katie Stelling. The puck rolls free, and sprawling way out of the crease is Allen.
Yeah, Allen, she hasn't hesitated throughout this game to come out and play that in that way, but in that case just mishandles it and almost gives up one on what should have been a very routine play.
That's twice today that possible goals for Lindenwood are within inches of happening because Allen has just either misplayed pucks or it's just taken a bad bounce. Gillis holding straight away. A shot deflects off a couple bodies, deflects to the far corner. It's dug out by Breland Tasker for the Lakers. It rolls behind the net, but the Lynx keep it in with Williams. The lefty forward out of Virginia, Minnesota. Plays it to Gillis straight away. Allison Williams at the left dot. A shot, a backhanded chance, deflected to the near corner, and Williams controlling at the hash mark. Guides it up the wall, holds in the backhand, swats it back to Gillis. And it's back out to the right circle, controlled by Welgars. She cannot clear the zone. High slot, a shot by Reed, and it's gloved down by Allen.
Allen, very awkward little save there. She made that one look a whole lot easier than the one before it, but I'll tell you right now, that was a much more difficult save, and she's kind of struggling to get up a little bit there. Might have tweaked something a little bit wrong, but she's having a little chat with the ref as they attempt to fix the goalposts, and she seems to be all right, back up to her skates and ready to go.
Dakota McAlpany taking the faceoff. She gets tossed from the dot. Michaela Reed takes it, and another faceoff win by Grand Valley State. Only 2 faceoff wins for the Lynx in this period.
For those of you who were with us last year, the referees did not hesitate in tossing players from draws. We probably had every draw, at least one player got tossed. Every single draw, and just seeing a player get tossed from the faceoff there gave me a little bit of some flashbacks to the last year in Columbus, and hoping we don't see that again.
And that's an interesting scenario for the Lakers, Quinn, because on their faceoff dots and at their faceoffs, they have a defenseman to the left of the one taking the draw, and typically when you get tossed from the dot, it's the one who's to your left who takes it. We get a whistle for a stoppage in play, and we're going to get another penalty. This time it's tripping.
And definitely not the most disciplined period so far. Players going to the box left and right, and it's just a shame right now that neither of these teams seem to be able to get their legs under them and really get going here and keep the play even at 5s.
So a power play opportunity for the Lakers. With 10:42 remaining here in the second period, it's McAlpany sitting in the box for tripping.
And right at the top of the period, the biggest thing that I keyed in on was the Lynx staying even strength. You cannot go down because Grand Valley has had a good power play in this game, and it's really been their only source of offense up until that even strength goal on the shorthand, or on the short side stuff.
The Lakers 1 for 3 in the man advantage tonight. Short side shot by Smith, deflects off the side of the net. It's controlled by Taylor Lampard. Pirouettes below the goal line over to Allison Carlson. 1 of 2 goal scorers tonight for the Lakers. Left circle, a drive by Hoare, deflected wide glove side. It's kept in off a smacking stick by Tasker. Rolling puck below the left circle. It's Taylor Lampard pinning it to the wall along with Carlson. She guides it up the right half wall. Smacked in by Tasker. Rolls down the far corner. Pitched and wedged out by Mackenzie White. Back out to neutral ice. A short-handed chance by Dietmeyer. It's turned aside by Hoare. And here come the Lakers. It's quarterbacked by Taylor Lampard. She gains the blue line. Drop feed to Rachel Smith. The first goal scorer of the game for the Lakers. Surfs the blue line. Swats it to the left circle. And back out to the point, a shot by Williams deflected wide. Rebounded front, a scrub for the puck, and it's gloved down by Stone.
We saw a little shove there after the whistle. Things are getting a bit feisty here in the women's D1 tournament. These are teams that are at least going to play one more game, potentially 2 more games. If things are getting interesting at the halfway point at game number 1, what's going to happen in game 3?
It's Allison Carlson who was below the goal line, chirping away with Ashley Dietmeyer, a pair of elder statesmen for both sides, and 2 who have had experience here in national championship play. A drive by Harry off the faceoff. It caroms out to the left circle, and out to the point. It's Sally Hoare pitching it on net. Deflects off a stick. Alex Brinkman digs it out for the Lakers. It's one-handed up the boards to Beebe. And now we get another whistle down the far side. And hooking is the call.
And it's not even like good. Like, there's no such thing as a good penalty, I guess, but there are good times to take a penalty compared to bad times to take a penalty. And that's twice now that Grand Valley's taken a penalty while on the power play. This one worse than the last. At least on the last one, it was in the process of Dietmeyer gaining an offensive chance shorthanded. This one, it's a hook that takes place 200 feet from your own goal, and it's something that drives a coach insane.
Alex Brinkman, the fifth-year senior, sits in the box. So the Lynx will be on the power play for 1 minute 15 seconds once this expires. It's backhanded down behind the net by Brianna Welgars. Forecheck on by the Lynx, trailing by 2 goals. Halfway gone through the second period. Williams gets tripped up, and now we get another penalty on the Lakers. 14 seconds after going 4-on-4.
I'll tell you what, Casey. If it was possible, I wouldn't be surprised if we just get to goalie on goalie. Like, I'm not going to be in the least bit surprised when we get another penalty and we're down to 3-on-3 hockey.
It's Welgars sitting in the box for tripping. So the junior from Macon, Michigan, sitting in the box. Quinn, in this period alone, we've had a combined 5 penalties. And we're just over halfway through the first period. In total today, we have 8.
Yeah, we're definitely not done in the penalty sheet yet. If you're keeping stats at home, you might need to get a bigger stat box for the penalties because we're going to have quite a few, it seems.
Jamie Risley holds at the left circle. A shot deflected wide. Rebound. Williams tries a shot. It deflects off a stick. Carlson pitches it out to neutral ice. Navigates past the defender, but Gillis first to it. And she plays it back in the defensive zone. Jamie Risley. 9 seconds to go on the Lynx penalty before they go on to man advantage. It's Gillis navigating the attacking zone, driving below the goal line. Stops on a dime, but picks up her speed at the left hash.
Now it's 5-on-3.
She holds at the ACHA logo. A shot deflects off of Carlson's stick. It rolls out, and now Carlson has a possible breakaway opportunity, but it's Jamie Risley who catches from behind, and Dakota Alpany who just killed out the penalty. A marvelous back check. It's Alicia Williams. Pinched off the puck by Breland Tasker. Rolls toward the left goal line. It's guided up the half wall by McAlpany. At the left circle. Centers it straight away to Walker. A shot deflected wide. A one-timer Walker. Pad save by Allen in the butterfly. It caroms out to the left point and out to neutral ice.
If you're the Lynx right now, this is your absolute best chance so far to get on the board. And if you don't, the Lakers are going to gain an outrageous amount of momentum if they can kill all this off.
5-on-3 power play for 22 seconds for Belleville. Williams behold the goal line. A centering pass, a one-timer by Flaherty, and a save made by Allen.
Allen's angles are just fantastic. It seems like every shot goes directly into her chest, and it's because she's always perfectly squared up to the shooter.
The fifth-year senior looking for a national championship run, and a face-off comes in the Lynx attacking zone. Face-off kick toward the goal line, but it's played by Katie Stelling for the Lynx. At the right hash mark, Mackenzie White. Out to the right circle, Gillis. Cross-ice pass to the near corner. It's Tessa O'Connor. Back to Gillis straight away. She smacks it out to White. Right circle, bangs it below the goal line. Flaherty tries to push it forward. It's nudged up the half wall and out. And that's Allison Carlson who motors it out into the Lynx defensive zone. 7 seconds to go on the Laker penalty. They kill it off, and a possible centering pass. Here's a shot off the stick of Smith, and a marvelous save made by Stone.
I can't believe Smith didn't score right there. And right before that, Alex Brinkman came out of the box as the puck was going by. If she had 1 second sooner to come out of that box, it winds up being a breakaway for Brinkman there. So you have a great save, and just being held in by the gate of there was Brinkman, but it could have been 2 or even 3 scoring opportunities for the Lakers fresh out of the box.
Hannah Stone, the freshman netminder, keeps it at 2 and still in scoring reach. Penalty has expired. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Lindenwood is 0 for 4 on the power play this afternoon. It's Ashley Dietmeyer banging it off the high wall. She clears the zone. Pirouettes past the defender, high steps in the attacking zone left side, drives at the hash mark, drop feed over toward the point. Mackenzie Drost can't keep it in. It's swatted below the goal line. Drost with it, banks it off the high wall, kept it at the left point. It's Katie LaCusta. Cross-ice pass, a shot by Williams, and it's gloved down by Allen.
The majority of the shots tonight, Lauren Allen has made look routine, and I expect her to continue to do it in this one.
6:41 remaining here in the second, 2-0. The Lakers on top of the Lynx. Game day number 1 of the ACHA Women's Division I National Championships. You're watching it on the ACHA Network.
The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Barron Championship Rings, proud sponsor and championship ring provider for the ACHA. Warrior Sports, the preferred stick supplier of the ACHA. The Dallas Stars. For tickets and more information, visit dallasstars.com. And Southwest Airlines, the official event airline partner of the 2019 ACHA National Championships. The 2019 ACHA.
Back in Frisco, 2-0. The Grand Valley State Lakers on top of the number 3 Lindenwood University Belleville Lynx. Day number 1 of the ACHA Women's Division I National Championships. Casey Roll alongside Quinn Kuski, QC. We're already on upset alert for the number 3 team in the country.
We are, and it looked like all Lynx at the beginning of this game, but the Lakers have scored 2, and they've gotten the better chances, even though the Lynx still have more zone time. But that's the kind of shot that they're developing right there, just wrist shots from the point.
Walker has her shot deflected in the slot. It's controlled by Ashley Dietmeyer up the left half wall. She guides it below the goal line, driving on the backhand. Feeds it out to the right point off the high wall. Walker holding a slap shot, deflects off a stick. A backhanded centering feed into the slot. A shot off a body. Rebound. They score! Mackenzie Drost in the slot has cut the Laker lead in half.
That's just a great setup and a gorgeous goal. Backhand right from the slot. And I don't know, maybe they're like Iowa State. They've got the iPad down there listening to the broadcast. They heard me say that they aren't getting any high-quality scoring chances. They said, well, here's one, and put it right into the slot. Great backhand try, and it's 2-1.
Drost, a freshman out of St. Catharines, Ontario, with her 3rd goal of the season. And it comes at the 13-minute and 43-second mark. Face-off at center won by the Lakers. An occurring trend today. They've won the face-offs in this period now 10-3 over Lindenwood Belleville. Rolling puck in the Lakers attacking zone, and Karam's in the slot. Samantha Williams unable to keep it in. It's swatted back into the Belleville defensive zone, and it's Lindsay Gillis controlling. The lefty defenseman from Edmonton, Alberta guides it down, and it's called as an icing.
Yeah, and if you're the Lynx, you just got that goal, and that shows you right there. Allen's human. She can actually be beaten, which I was starting to question, and one finally gets behind her. The 15th shot is the one, and now if you're the Lynx, you know it can be done.
Face-off, Allison Carlson, she wins it. It's played out to the right point. Sally Hoare keeps it in. She backhands it up to the right hash mark. Breland Tasker plays it up the glass, looking for Carlson. A scrum for the puck near a corner. Hoare keeps it in at the blue line, but it's poked out by Melissa Delry. Now we get a whistle and another penalty. This one's interference.
I just can't believe how much time we are spending with special teams on the ice. If you're the coaches for these two clubs, you're going to have to start making up new special teams lines because your players are just going to start getting gassed. We have spent the vast majority of this period in outside of 5-on-5 play. We've had 4-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-4. The only thing we haven't had is 3-on-3, so at this point I'm just waiting on it so we can get it all checked off the list.
Penalties on Allison Carlson. That's her 2nd of the period, and this one is for interference. It's Lindsay Gillis holding straight away. Swats it out to the left circle. Jessica Walker holds in the backhand, careening over towards Katie Stelling behind the net. Slugs it out to Walker, left hash mark. Plays it back to Gillis, who surfs the blue line. Cradles with her lefty hockey stick. Pitches it to Drost, left goal line. Back to Gillis straight away. The sophomore. Plays it out to Katie Fina. Centering pass deflects off the stick of O'Connor, and it clears the zone.
That's close right there for the Lynx. It's the right idea to try and fit that pass in, put that on the money, and it's a goal.
Gillis meanders past the blue line on a couple defenders. She holds up the right hash mark. At the circle, a shot deflected wide. Rebound, a sweeping shot. It deflects over the crossbar. Oh my goodness. Another quality scoring chance for the Lynx. Just rolling wide. A shot deflected wide in the slot off the stick of Stelling. Rebound in front. It's poked to the far side, and Stelling still keeps it in. A drive by Gillis, right point, deflected, but it's still kept in the Belleville attacking zone. Right hash at Stelling. Spinning up the right half wall. Plays it to the point to Gillis. Cradling, holding, centering, deflected wide. A shot by Williams at the corner. It's blocked. And it's kept in by the Lynx. Melissa Delry. 3 shots on goal on this power play. It's Gillis at the right circle. Meanders past the defender, holds in the backhand, tries to sneak past a couple defenders in the slot. It deflected wide. A centering pass is broken up by Breland Tasker to the far corner. Just over 17 seconds to go here on the power play. It's Jessica Walker at the left circle, cradling on her righty hockey stick. Banks it off the far wall. It's Ashley Dietmeyer, the captain, holding for the Lynx. Centering pass into the slot. Tessa O'Connor keeps it in, but we get a whistle down the far side. The gates for the Lynx bench were open, and with that, a faceoff comes out to center, out to neutral.
Much like a pirate ship in this game, we've felt it tilt back the other way, and you can see it with just a look on the benches. We have a penalty. That's why play was stopped. It's a penalty.
No, there was no ruling, and there was no signal or indication for a penalty, and this one's going to go on Alicia Williams.
But as I was saying, you feel that momentum tipping back the other way, and you can see it. If you look at the 2 benches, we went from Grand Valley, everyone's standing up excited, jumping around. They're now all seated, and the Lynx are all stood up and excited.
That'll do it for the Grand Valley State power play. 1:50 on the Lynx man advantage. It's chipped off the high wall, and now it rolls back. Excuse me, it's a 1:40 seconds for the Lakers power play. The Lynx killed it off. It's Haley Curie, the 5th-year captain out of Washington, Michigan. She has it swatted away. Here's Dietmeyer holding at the left circle, drags past the defender, but a sliding check made by Taylor Lampard.
Not a check. Don't say check. That's illegal.
A sliding stop. Yes, Quinn. You have to keep me on my toes. We're day 6 in, and my words start to get jumbled up from time to time. It rolls behind the net. Michaela Reed for the Lynx. Pins it to the wall, but it's poked free by Megan Beebe. I would say poke check, but let's try to avoid the checks in women's hockey. It'll just tempt me too much. It's Michaela Reed, the lefty forward, past the red line in the attacking zone. A slap shot from the left circle, patted aside by Lauren Allen, who so far for the Lynx has made 16 saves on 17 shots. It rolls out to the red off a clearing attempt by Brinkman, and now we get another delayed offside call. We've had a couple of those in the last 5 minutes, but play continues.
You would think this was a Lynx power play the way things are going, but it's not. The Lakers have the woman advantage, but it just hasn't. They haven't even gotten into the zone. They just cannot break past the blue line right now.
It's Brianna Welgars, the lefty defenseman, cruising in neutral ice. She flings it behind the net, and it's controlled by Dakota McAlpany. Stretch pass looking for Melissa Delry. It rolls down. Controlled by Sally Hoare in the defensive zone. Swats it to the near corner, Breland Tasker. Meandering past the red line. Plays it to Allison Carlson. One of 2 goals scored tonight for the Lakers. Her shot flutters wide over the blocker's side of Stone. And it's cleared out by Lindenwood. And that'll do it for the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5.
Williams just about had a breakaway right there. 2 separate times they tried the stretch pass as she was fresh out the box, and both times it just quite didn't connect.
One of the more dangerous plays you can have on special teams when the killing team has able to get the man out of the box and stretch one out for a breakaway. It's the Lynx keeping it in with Gillis. She pitches it behind the net. It's one-handed free by Sally Hoare, holding on the backhand at the left goal line into the E-zone. A couple bodies scrumming for the puck with a minute to go. It's controlled by Tasker for the Lakers. Looking to stretch it. She smacks it off the stick of Carlson. It rolls out at neutral ice. It's collected by Tasker at the red line. It rolls to Carlson's stick. She swats it back into the Lynx defensive zone. Flipped up by Allison Williams. She can't clear it. Holding at the left circle, it's Lampard at the goal line. The close-ended shot, no. Carlson backhanded centering feet, nobody home. It's out to the left point to Curie. At the circle, a shot. Deflected wide. Carlson the rebound, no. The puck's still free. Out to the far corner, and it's swatted out by Stone. And another penalty with 23 seconds on the clock. It's going to go on the Lakers. It's banked off the near wall by Drost, and that will be another back-breaking penalty for the Lakers. And Quinn, that is their fourth of the period.
Yeah, and on top of that, the Lynx right now are upset, and rightfully so. Play was blown dead while they had possession, and they're not happy with it, as they were in the process of possibly getting an attack with 17.9 to go.
The penalty is a trip on Allison Carlson. That's her third of the period. Has a few choice words for the officiating crew, but one of two goal scorers tonight for the Lakers, Quinn, has also caused a lot of trouble in the penalty box, and it's really putting this Laker women penalty kill unit on its heels.
It is. It's not. And if you're the Lakers, every time you seemingly get an advantage in this game, you go shorthanded. And if you're this game, the team that wins is going to be the team that's more disciplined.
Centering pass, a shot short side, and it's gloved down by Allen. She robs Delry at the circle.
Delry wanted to let that go first time, and it just kind of skipped on her at the very last second, and she's unable to completely gain possession of it. And that's that little skip that puck gave. This ice sheet looks like it's in really good shape, but maybe just hit a little rut or something. Takes a little bit of a hop, and that's the only reason it's not 2-2.
Face-off pushed forward by the Lakers, not out of the zone. Gillis, a shot, deflects off a couple bodies in the slot, but it rolls out to the left point, and that'll do it for the second. 2 goals scored in the frame, one by each side. A goal by Allison Carlson, her team leading 24th of the season for the Lakers. And the goal for Lindenwood, scored by Drost at the 4:35 mark. The lone goal for the Lynx. They trail by 1 going into the locker rooms after 40.
Something interesting here. Carlson going up to the referee and asking for an explanation at the end of the period. And frankly, it's something I don't understand. I thought, in my opinion, it was a pretty obvious trip, and I don't know if maybe I couldn't see something, as the goalpost was right where that where this play occurred. Maybe it looked like it was a trip and it was really just a player losing an edge. I'm not sure.
Carlson still with some words with the officiating crew down the far side, along with her coaching staff. But what we do know is that after 40, it's a 2-1 lead for the Lakers over the Lynx. Shots on goal 18-12 in favor of Lindenwood over Grand Valley. And on day number 1, the Lakers look to upend the number 3 seed in the country in a best-of-3 game series play here in the first round. We'll send it to break. When we return, the third period between the Lakers and the Lynx. You're watching the 2019 ACHA Women's Division I National Championships on the ACHA Network.
When you're not watching exciting ACHA action here in Nashville, consider taking in an upcoming Stars game. By ACHA Protect, the official ACHA 2019 Nationals provider of goal post warm-up skate protection, protecting skate blades all over the world since 2004. They are also the official provider of the Tech goal anchors, being utilized at some of the 2019 National Championship Tournament venues. By the Frisco Convention and Visitors Bureau, visit Frisco.com. By Hogan Transportation, a national tournament partner for 2019, Hogan is one of the largest, fastest growing, and most respected transportation service providers in the USA. We're glad to have them aboard and appreciate their support of the ACHA. And yes, that is a Hogan Transportation truck you may have seen outside the arena today. By Howard's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape of the ACHA. Howard's Hockey Tape sticks with the best. The ACHA is proud to have Southwest Airlines on board as is our official event airline partner. This season, many of our ACHA teams, schools, and fans have selected Southwest as their airline of choice, and we look forward to extending that partnership into next season. I'm Warrior Sports, the preferred hockey stick supplier of the ACHA. Many of our member teams use Warrior.
Come on! You know the answer. You studied for this. Come on. Timmy! Come on, Timmy. You got this, son. Pencil to paper. Focus. Come on, Timmy. Focus. Focus. Take the puck. There you go. Skate! Skate! Pass it! You call that a pass? What are you doing? You missed the puck! Come on!
Skating was hard at first. Sometimes I fell, but I always got back up. Now when I'm skating, I feel like a rocket, or maybe a race car. Something really fast. It's my second favorite feeling. Scoring is my favorite. I think I like it even more than birthday cake.
There are a few things that come along that change the course of history. Inventions or developments that reshape society. They usually aren't appreciated at first. In fact, they're often scoffed at. What good will that be?
Hello? Hi.
Surely that can't be practical.
She loves to see you.
But then, slowly, over time, the greatness of these achievements become manifest.
Hi!
Until one day, you ask yourself how you ever lived without them. That's the nature of turning points. They bring us to new roads and new heights. They open doors we never thought possible. So it's important that we go forward together.
I'm here with Gina.
That our growth might not just benefit the great, but the good also. In small ways, and in grand ones.
Dad.
The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little.
At Wilson Electronics, we push every day to amplify the power of communication, to connect those who love and those who cannot live without it.
Dallas, Texas, in a stadium that has been sold out for months, the Cotton Bowl.
Notre Dame leading 17-14. 1:10 remaining in the game, and Texas will Street at quarterback. Street gives to the second man for a touchdown for Texas.
The 2020 Bridgestone NHL Winter Classic, an annual celebration of hockey's heritage. Tickets on sale April 23rd. The Cotton Bowl, New Year's Day. It's gonna be a classic.
The Dallas Stars have put on camps like this, and we're just really trying to build hockey in the communities around Dallas.
Learn to skate and play hockey for free at Children's Health Star Centers. All throughout DFW, kids ages 4 to 14 can join Rookies programs presented by Lexus. Equipment is included and kids will get a free jersey to take home. For more information, visit dallasstars.com/rookies.
After 40 minutes, 2-1 our score. The Grand Valley State Lakers on top of the Lindenwood University Belleville Lynx. 2-1. Two different goal scorers for the Lakers. The first goal in the first period scored by Rachel Smith, her 9th of the season in total. The second goal by Allison Carlson, her team leading 24th of the season. The lone goal for the Lynx came at the 13-minute and 43-second mark. A goal scored by Drost, Mackenzie Drost, the freshman from St. Catharines, Ontario. And through two periods, our official shots on goal, 18-12 in favor of Lindenwood University Belleville over Grand Valley State. Glad you can join us. Casey Roll with you alongside Quinn Kuski on day number 1 of the 2019 ACHA Women's Division I National Championships. Quinn, your first initial thoughts from the second frame.
So it started out like more of the same from Lindenwood University Belleville. They completely were dominating play, leaving play in the offensive end, and then the Lakers miraculously get that goal on really their first decent opportunity of the period. And they had a very decent burst of energy following that and just were pushing the play. And eventually the Lynx came back down the ice and got one, and that puts us to where we are now. But the bigger story of that frame, the penalties. The just outrageous amount of time that players were spending in the box on that period. There were 8 penalties in period number 2 alone. It's outrageous to me, and if that continues, we might see one of the highest penalty numbered games that in this tournament.
8 penalties in the second, 13 in total. There were 5 in the first period, and we begin the third period with Lindenwood University Belleville on the power play. Allison Carlson sitting in the box for a tripping call for 1 minute and 43 seconds. Quinn, how does Lindenwood University Belleville take advantage of the women advantage for the next 103 seconds?
So I would say you could get one here, but if you want to look at it from a statistics standpoint, power plays are significantly worse when you have the power play is significantly worse when you have it separated by that intermission.
I wish my feet could move that well, Quinn. I must say I had an ankle surgery in my sophomore year of high school. I wish I could move that well.
Yeah, I just dance like I have 2 left feet, so we just don't do that.
I can't jump either. I'm really also loving the fluid motion of that right there because when I move, my mom says it best, I look like a couple pixelated blocks from like Atari in 1992. I mean, I think she's not wrong because the last time I was home, I think I've gained 20 pounds. So I don't want to see what I look like on camera when it comes to me dancing. I don't want to see it.
Good thing we're up in the broadcast booth. No camera pointed at us, so we're in the clear.
As one would once say, who let that guy on TV? Someone who is a proud person to be on camera right now is Lauren Allen. In net for the Lakers, she faced 18 shots for Belleville, 17 saves for the 5th-year senior.
Yeah, she's stood on her head so far in this one. The one that got by her, you can't really fault her. It was a backhand try from the slot, and any netminder will tell you those backhand tries are hard to stop. They always come in a little bit funky. They're harder to predict.
And another stat in that second frame, Quinn, 11-4 are face-off numbers in favor of Grand Valley State over the Lynx.
Yeah, if you're Grand Valley State, just keep winning draws, and right here you can start killing off the penalty. You win the draw, skate it backwards into your own zone, and then rip it all the way down.
Face-off won by the Lynx. Their 5th in the last 20-plus minutes. It's won over the Tacoma McAlpany, gliding below the goal line, holding on a backhand now forehand. Out to the right circle, Gillis holding at the right point. Straight away to Megan Lugard. Slaps it over towards Gillis, a drive that deflects wide stick side. It's kept in by the Lynx with over 80 seconds to go on the man advantage. Gillis, a shot deflected wide. A rebound just trickles wide, glove side. It's kept in by the captain, Ashley Dietmeyer, in her 5th season with the program. Gillis. at the 3-minute and 28-second mark in the third. And Grand Valley State to the power play. 1 for 5 this afternoon. Kept in right point, Sally Horse smacks it to Carlson at the right circle. A backhand cross-ice feed to Tasker. A shot from the goal line, and they score from the blue line. A redirected front, and the Lakers jump on top to a 4-1 lead.
That goal is going to be Tasker's. The puck went off of a Lynx out in front. You're going to see the replay here. We're going to get to see who it was. Here comes the shot from Tasker. Oh, it goes off the stick. That's number 16, Drost. Just goes right off the stick and goes upstairs. And if you're Hannah Stone, that's just not what you want to see because you had that puck.
An own goal on an own goal. The ruling is that the player closest to the puck when it crosses the goal line that is pro hockey. That's the one who gets the goal, but that one's going to go to Tasker.
Also, in that case, that's never going to be called an own goal.
Right.
It's just a deflection. Puck rattles around out in front, and that'll be Tasker's goal. She was the last one on the Lakers to touch the puck.
Right, to touch the puck. It rolls behind the net. It's controlled by the Lynx near side. It's Jamie Risley at the right circle. At the hash mark, pinned off the puck. It's Kidders out to the red line and back into the Belleville defensive zone. Icing is the call.
It's just amazing to me. The Lakers have 14 shots on goal, and they've put in 4 of them. And if you're Hannah Stone, you've had a good season. It hasn't panned out for. I mean, a 1-2-4 goals allowed average, .942 save percentage, and you've let in 4 and 14 shots. That's just maybe the lights are too bright for the freshman that hasn't been here before.
Face off at the dot, controlled by the Lynx. It's Melissa Delry flinging one on net, and it's gloved down by Allen to halt play. And Quinn, we mentioned it after the end of the first intermission, down by 1 after 20 minutes, what the mindset is and how you rebound after allowing a goal. Whatever Stone has done, she might want to think about changing up her mindset because she's allowed 3 goals in the last 45 minutes.
Yeah, if you're Stone at this point, you might already be trying to mentally move on from this game and get ready for number 2.
Best of 3 series in the women's tournament. A one-timer from the blue line. Risley has it gobbled up by Allen. 23 Lynx shots in Allen. The 22-year-old out of Gregory, Michigan, has made 23 saves.
We talked about the difference between these two teams with their netminders, one a 5th year, one a freshman, and the 5th year letting her experience shine has been fantastic in this game.
Puck rolling out to the left point. A wrister from Katie LaCusta deflected wide. A possible tip-in chance by Mackenzie White. It's turned aside behind the net. White pantses past a couple of defenders. A centering pass, nobody home at the blue line, and it splits both Lindsey Gillis and Megan Lugar. Shots on goal, 25-14 for the Lynx, but only 1 goal to show for. A centering pass, Gillis looking for somebody. It's intercepted by Megan Beebe. She stretches one to Katie Gagliaretti. Can't gallop further in the zone, and it's controlled by Michaela Reed. One hands it past the red line in the attacking zone, galloping at the left hash, bumped off the puck. Crashes at the goal line. A centering pass is tipped out by Katie Gagliaretti once again, and it's guided in further by Megan Beebe. At the left goal line, falls to the ice.
Surprised Beebe didn't draw a penalty there. She's gotten pretty good at that. She might be hurt. Beebe a little bit slow to get up, and now we're going to have a stoppage, I think, due to that. She got back to her skates, working her way to the bench. She's definitely in some discomfort.
The referee, Kendall Hanley, making the stoppage in play, and she skates over to the Lindenwood bench to give her explanation. Nothing more than that, and the faceoff comes out to neutral.
Maybe Beebe just had the wind knocked out of her, not sure, but definitely appears to still be in some discomfort on the bench.
On a turnover, here's Carlson on a breakaway, a shot. She can't beat it, top shelf. It rolls out to the near goal line. Carlson still controlling. It's out to the right point. Breland Tasker can't keep it in. It's swatted out of the zone by Kaylee Phillip. And back into the Laker D zone. Another quality scoring chance for Carlson, but this one a couple inches over the crossbar of Stone.
Yeah, and if you're the Lynx, you know what's causing that. You're pushing too hard to try and get the offense going. But at this point, you don't really have another option. You're down 3 with under 14 to go. You've got to start pushing, and you probably need one before the clock hits the 10-minute marker. You're in serious trouble.
Carlson left circle. Her shot swallowed up by Stone.
And of course, as I'm saying that, if you give up another goal, just throw the towel in and start looking for tomorrow.
Libby Breaker is the backup goalkeeper for the Lynx, a senior out of Appleton, Wisconsin. So we'll see whether or not the Lynx coaching staff goes to her if any more goals are scored. Face-off won by Belleville. They skied off the high glass with Williams. It rolls out to the red line, collected by Dietmeyer. Tries a drag pass, one holds in the backhand, a shot deflected off the stick. It's paddled up high in the air out to the high slot. A drive by Flaherty deflects in the blue paint, and it rolls out to the right point. Walker's shot deflects off a couple bodies. Dietmeyer holds in the high slot. Her shot chested down by Allen. Now the whistle for the moorings because the net's off its hinges. All 4 times today, Quinn, it's happened to Lauren Allen's net.
It has, and that's it. It's interesting. It could show a difference in style from watching both netminders. Allen kicks off the post. Stone really doesn't do that as much, and the first time it was the left post. The last 3 times it's been the right post. So clearly it's not an issue of one post or the other. It's an all-around problem, and it's probably not going to get fixed today. It's something, if you are going to continue watching us here on the ACHA network, this is something that will be probably prevalent throughout, and hopefully they can fix it overnight.
Speaking of the ACHA network, be sure to catch ACHA Tonight on achahockey.org. Full recaps, analysis, highlights, and more from everything ACHA hockey following the conclusions of days worth of play. Division 1 and Division 2 on the men's side already crowning a champion. Men's Division 3, Women's Division 1, and Division 2 still in play. Our own Matt Coma with analysis and expert opinions from guest staff members, all on ACHA Tonight on achahockey.org. The puck rolls out to the red line, tapped in by Taylor Lampard. She wins the race for the puck behind the net. She's bumped off by Dietmeyer far side, kept in by Smith far corner. It's tapped out to the slot, and it's Jessica Walker banking it off the near wall. It's poke check free by Haley Curie. It rolls down to the right goal line, kept in by Mackenzie Drost. The lone goal scored tonight for the Lynx. Tries to move it up the half wall. It's poked free by the captain, Curie, for the Lakers, but it's pushed forward again by Gillis for Lindenwood Belleville. 28 shots for the Lynx to 15 for the Lakers. Rolling puck behind the net, Brianna Welgars controls it. The junior from Macomb, Michigan, with 4 points and 3 goals this season in the regular year. Rolls up the high glass. It's tapped in by Megan Lugar. Scrum for the puck down the left corner. A couple of bodies fighting for it. It's ushered up the wall, and it's played forward
3-on-2
by Gaglioretti. 3-on-2 odd man rush if they hurry. It's chipped in behind the net. Welgars forechecking the stick of Jamie Risley. Nearly turns it over, but Risley gallops back behind the net to reset. Nearly halfway gone through the third period. It's Alicia Williams. A left circle drive. They score! It trickles underneath the 5-hole of Allen, and it's Alicia Williams getting Lindenwood Belleville back on the board, and now he gets some shoving in front of the net.
Alicia Williams, this is her 6th tournament game. That's her 3rd goal. She's had a great career in the tournament, and that's a good. And if you're Lauren Allen, you're not happy right now because that's a very savable shot. It's routine. You're a 5th-year senior. You're used to making those kind of saves, and it just slips right through the 5-hole, and she definitely wants that one back.
Williams having a couple of her teammates come out to the crease, both Sally Hoare and Brianna Welgars trying to calm her down after allowing it. It's pushed forward by Hoare at the right circle, plays it out to the right point. A shot by Carlson deflects off a couple bodies in front. It's collected by Tessa O'Connor at the right boards, and Williams guides it past the red line. She motors in the attacking zone left side. High steps at the left hash mark, drives below the goal line, stops on a dime behind the net. Kicks it to the wall, but it's stick free by Allison Stapleton at the right boards. It's banked behind the net. It's dug out by Hoare. Can she clear the zone? She cannot. The puck pinballs out to the far wing. Carlson finally does with a chip out to the red. It's Carlson in the attacking zone. Pinned to the wall at the right corner boards. It's stick free by Tessa O'Connor. Plays it out to the far wing. Megan Luger. A rolling puck pinned up to the high wall, and it's back down into the Belleville defensive zone.
So if you're Belleville right now, you've done exactly what you needed to. You got one before the 10-minute mark. Now you need one about every 5 minutes, which is more than doable. You've just got to keep this offense going, keep the legs churning, and produce some more chances.
Hallie Fisher at the left dot. A wrister deflected wide, and they score! Another redirect off of Allen, and it's Hallie Fisher, the junior from Williams Lake, British Columbia, putting it back within one.
The Lynx have had so many great opportunities in this game, and it's another one right here, right on cue. They just kept working that puck, forced the turnover, get the pass out in front, and just pop one up, and somehow it finds its way in. Anytime you have a chance to get a shot on goal, it's never a bad shot, and that's the case right there. As all of a sudden, we're gonna have Grand Valley call a timeout because they're panicking a little bit. You just had 2 goals go in very rapid succession, and suddenly you've gone from a 4-1 lead that seemed very comfortable later in the third period, and all of a sudden, with 10 minutes and 9 seconds left, you're only up by 1.
2 goals scored by the Lynx in a span of 1 minute and 19 seconds. Doug Wickstrom's side on Grand Valley State trying to scrap and claw their way to what looked like a sure win no more than 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't want to say that I saw it coming because I can't say that, but it doesn't surprise me that it's happened because the Lynx have had more opportunities in this game. Have the Lakers had better opportunities? Sure, but the Lynx have had more, and it was really only a matter of time, and I guess that matter of time just decided to happen all at once.
And Quinn, something else to keep in mind, Wickstrom took his timeout 9 seconds before the scheduled media timeout, so that might be something that could bite the Lakers late in the game. The puck rolls down, no icing. It's controlled by Jessica Walker. She pins it to the far wall. Ashley Dietmeyer stretches one, looking for Drost. It's intercepted by Allison Stapleton. A shot turned aside by Hannah Stone to the near corner, digging out for control of the puck. It's Walker playing it back into the Grand Valley State D zone, and it's Breland Tasker wheeling into the near wall. But it's the Lynx controlling. Right circle, it's Williams. Cross ice pass, one-timer deflected off the pad of Allen toward the far corner. It's smacked in to the near wing and out to the near goal line. It's Jessica Walker playing it for the Lynx. Over the Williams right circle. A centering pass deflects off a body in front. On one knee, Monica Room tries to jam it free. She plays it out towards Allison Stapleton, and she guns it down, and an icing.
And right there, you're all kind of seeing the case of the exhaustion for Grand Valley. Or maybe not the exhaustion, but just kind of the nerves right now as this game, it's starting to come back in the favor of the Lynx. And they're, a little bit of panic when that puck gets to their sticks. They're just dumping it out.
Face-off won by the Lakers. At the right goal line, Monica Room plays it off the high glass, and it's over to Allison Carlson. A goal tonight for the Lakers. She tries to will her team to a 1-0 series lead over the number 3 team in the country. Meanwhile, the Lynx trying to scrap and claw their way back to one of the bigger comebacks in program history. It rolls down the far corner. Ashley Dietmeyer keeps it at the left hash mark. Pins it to the wall. Turning and controlling the puck momentarily, Katie Thema. It's poked free by Carlson. She motors in the attacking zone. Holds on the backhand, tries to drag past the defender. Stick the side by the netminder Stone. It rolls out to the right point. It's tapped up off the high glass by Taylor Lampard. And it's swatted out to the red line. First to the puck for the Lakers, Sally Hoare. 30 shots to 15 in favor of the Lynx. So if you looked on paper, you'd assume that Belleville would have the lead, but it's been the Lakers who have had more of the quality scoring chances today as of the first 40 minutes, but the last 10 could have been in favor of the Lynx.
Not even the last 10. The Lakers came out at the beginning of this third, and they were playing better hockey. You're looking at maybe the last 3 minutes, and it's just been an onslaught from the Lynx, and now they just look like the team that wants it more.
A lot of tired bodies for Grand Valley State's team. Only 5 defensemen listed on the roster. So we'll see how that Lynx offense combats the Lakers defense. It's the sophomore Lindsey Gillis pinning it to the wall. She one-hands it over to Brooklyn Bell just above the right goal line. A scrum for the puck.
If you're Grand Valley, you're content to sit here for as long as the refs will let you, and that'll be how long they let them right there on cue. Yeah, you'll sit there for as long as you can because that's just killing clock.
And with 7:23 to go, at what point, if you're Lindenwood, do you really start bailing out and putting everything you have into the forecheck?
Right now, you've done it without needing to do that. You've gotten to without having to bail out and go for the forecheck and start pinching in your defenseman. So for right now, I'd say you're good. I really wouldn't go all out until about 3 minutes left is when you got to full-on commit to it. And if you don't get it, it's okay. You've shown now that you can produce offense against this team, and you've still got 2 more games to go if you win the next one.
Rolling puck at the red line. Katie LaCusta trying to push it forward for the Lynx. It rolls down the left goal line. It's swatted up off the high glass. Breland Tasker can't clear it. A centering pass by Williams trying to connect with Ryle Strayer. It deflects wide. Rolling puck behind the net. Marissa Delry over the Williams right goal line. The lefty holds at the circle now to point LaCusta. Cross ice feed to Megan Luger. A centering feed looking for Williams. Rolls underneath her stick. She controls. The junior from Virginia, Minnesota. Backhands it to Marissa Delry behind the net. Centering pass looking for Williams in the slot, deflected wide. A pad save made by Allen. It caroms out to the far corner. It's still kept in the zone. A shot from the blue line, deflected wide, nearly free. Here's Williams, another shot in the slot, no. And Allen forced to throw the body on top. She's had issues all night covering up the puck, Quinn.
And it's only on it seems like every difficult shot that comes in, she gobbles up and jumps on it. Every time that there's a just floater, easy puck into the crease, those are the ones she's struggling with.
And just to think, earlier in the first period, there were a couple chances that nearly squeaked by her on what looked to be routine saves. And you can only imagine if those went against her, the Lynx would be up as many as 2-3 goals right now.
Yeah, they could be. And if you're the Lynx, you're thinking the exact same thing. But don't get discouraged because it feels, and rightfully so, it feels like they're close.
Allison Carlson forks the puck out to the red line. It's Abby Flaherty playing it to Ashley Dietmeyer. Rims it down the goal line. First to the puck for the Lynx, Mackenzie Drost. One of 3 goal scorers tonight. Backhand feed and a glove save made by Allen as Drost tried to beat her top cheddar.
It's a good save there for Allen, and it kind of helps you get settled back down after what was almost a game getting tied up on a fairly routine stop. So if you're Allen, calm down your nerves, settle back in. It's your 5th year. You're experienced.
Here's a drive from the point off the stick of Flaherty and a chest save made by Allen.
And if you're Allen, that's what you want. Please take these shots from the point. Let me make the easy saves so you can get back in rhythm.
And we get a whistle off the face-off. We had an early start, so we'll do it again. This is only the 5th time this season Lauren Allen has allowed 3 or more goals. She's only allowed 4 goals twice. The puck rolls out to the right corner boards. It's controlled by Michaela Reed. Can they keep the attacking zone? Yes, they do. A shot from the blue line by Walker, deflected wide. It's Alicia Williams over the Michaela Reed right hatch. It's finally poke check free and out of the zone. Allison Stapleton feeds it to Sally Hoare. It's backhand off the high wall by Katie Stelling. And now Lindenwood in the defensive zone, beating the minimal forecheck by Grand Valley State. It rolls down, controlled by Katie Harry, the 5th-year senior and the captain for the Lakers. In the defensive zone, smacks one over to Lampard. She gallops past the red line, meanders past the defender and gains the attacking zone. Right circle at the hash mark, one hands the puck below the goal line. It's corralled by Katie Stelling for the Lynx, but a couple bodies scrumming for the puck, and Stelling comes away with it. Back check by Alex Brickman behind the goal. It rolls down the far side. And Jamie Risley picking up the pace. She high steps past the red line, tries to rim it down. It's poke check free by Williams. Left circle a drive. This one whistles wide, glove side. Can they keep the zone? They smack it deep off the stick of Risley. They do. Williams backhands it behind the net. And now the forecheck by Lindenwood Belleville. A 2-2-1 with 4 of their members in the attacking zone. They get it. Right circle, a shot by Risley deflected off a stick. It rolls out to the circle, deflects off a Williams pad. Another drive, paddle aside by Allen toward the far corner. It catches the high glass. At the left circle, it's Hallie Fisher, now Melissa Delry. Flips the puck off the high wall and off the glass. It rims down to near side. Scooped up by Alex Brinkman. Banks it off the near wall, but the Lynx still keep the zone. In the high slot, Dietmeyer a shot. Chest save, and now a glove save made by Allen.
So the Lynx, on their previous line change, they got real lucky. Callie Philippi came onto the ice without her stick, and she stood there at the bench receiving her stick while another player for the Lynx had not gotten off yet, the one that she was supposed to be replacing. They had 6 on the ice for probably a good 5 or 6 seconds, so could have been given a too many on that one. So a little bit of sigh of relief if you're Belleville right now.
Nobody on Grand Valley State's bench seemed to notice it, neither did the officiating crew. So just over 3:40 to go. The Lynx look for the equalizing goal. It's Breland Tasker for the Lakers. Smacking it off the midboards. It rolls down, and it's called as an icing.
If you're Grand Valley, that's the absolute last thing you want to do. Right now, you need to just be lugging that puck down the ice. Those dump downs, obviously they're not going to work. You're icing the puck. It prevents you from being able to make line changes, leaves your tired legs on the ice, and it gives the Lynx a potential face-off win and a good chance.
And the draw won by the Lynx. It's tapped off the stick of Carlson, and the puck rolls down the far side. It's controlled by Allison Stapleton. A shot. Paddle aside, and the butterfly by Stone. It's directed to the near corner. Another shot from the right circle by Stapleton, deflected wide. And now the Lynx sprint past the red line. It's Jessica Walker wrapping the puck below the far side. Alicia Williams smacks it off the high glass, holds behind the net, falls to the ice, no penalty. It's kept in right goal line. Katie Stelling at the dot, deflected wide. A centering pass by Williams, nobody home, and it's Monica Room. Sashaying past a couple of defenders, pirouetting past 2, pivots below the left goal line. And she finally clears the zone. It's Carlson, one of 4 goal scorers tonight for the Lakers. Backhands the puck behind the net of Stone. Carlson first to it, below the right goal line, reverses direction, and it's played by Taylor Lampard. The senior holds just above the goal line. A scrum for the puck, but it's won forward by the Lynx. It's Katie Stelling. 2.5 to go here in the third period. The Lynx trailing by 1. They have scored 2 unanswered goals here in the frame. It's the captain, Dietmeyer, faking a centering pass, holding below the right goal line, trying to whip it toward the right point. Tessa O'Connor controls a shot to a couple bodies, deflects off the stick of Brinkman, and she clears the zone. She swats it out towards Rachel Smith.
Stone was glancing towards the bench there throughout that entire offensive possession, and she gave us a slap of her stick down onto the ice. That might be like a team signal to let them know, hey, I'm heading off. So she might have been just about to go right when Grand Valley got possession.
Offside was the call on that last whistle, so a face-off comes out to neutral.
We're going to have a timeout right here from Belleville. I didn't see all the players going to the bench. I just looked over to the goal and saw Stone going to the bench, and I thought for a second that they were having her go empty net with the puck right outside of their offensive zone.
37-17 are shots on goal. The Lakers trailing the Lynx. So on paper, it's Belleville who's been peppering Lauren Allen, but the Lakers have had the better scoring chances as of right now. They lead it 4-3. Be sure to catch game number 3 of the ACHA Women's Division I National Tournament. Scheduled to be a good one. Adrian College, one of 5 returners in the tournament. They will be playing in game number 3 immediately following game number 2 between these Lakers and the Lynx. Our nightcap, Liberty taking the ice, the defending ACHA Women's Division I National Championship. Quinn Kuski and I will have the call for that. And if you miss anything, be sure to catch ACHA Tonight on achahockey.org. Recaps, highlights, analysis, and much more. Hosted by our own Matt Choma on ACHA Tonight, streaming live on achahockey.org. So Quinn, last 2:07 to go, a face-off at neutral ice. When do you pull Hannah Stone if you're the Lynx?
As soon as possible. The second you get possession in the offensive zone, I think she needs to be heading off.
Face-off won by the Lakers, a category they've won throughout the entire day. 36-19 is the official face-off number. It's Williams at the red line. She has it nubbed free off the stick of Monica Room. Lindsay Gillis playing it in the defensive zone. Wheels behind the net, the lefty defenseman from Edmonton.
There goes Stone.
Past the red line, it's now 6-on-5. Holding at the left hash mark. Fakes a centering pass, glides below the goal line. Pinned to the wall, no penalty. And it's Michaela Weed over to Jamie Risley. Allison Carlson at the right point, jabbing for control of puck. Not out of the zone, it's kept in. Risley right hash mark. Trying to pirouette below the goal line. Haley Curie can't clear it after she maintains control of puck. Here's a shot from Gillis, deflects off a body in front. In the high slot, Gillis recontrols. A shot to a couple bodies. Karams over to the near corner. Bodies sprawling below the goal line. And now the net comes off its hinges once again. The 5th time tonight, and all 5 times have happened to Lauren Allen.
It's a shame, especially if you're Belleville right now, because you were getting the momentum going. You were starting to work that cycle, and the net just pops off its moorings. The referee's trying to make sure it stays on, trying to pack some snow around it, see what they can do, and hopefully we can get it to stay on for this last minute and 11 seconds.
Face off to the right of Allen. We get a whistle because a stick was down the near wing.
We'll get this puck dropped here. If you're Grand Valley, you got to keep in mind, if you get possession, don't just immediately go for the goal. Gain the red line first.
It's 6-on-5 for Belleville. A one-timer by Gillis. Blocker to the side, a rebound in front. Deflects wide to the far corner off the stick of Reed. It pinballs out to the left hash mark. Kept in far side by Michaela Reed. It's jab free by Carlson out to the red line, but Gillis first to it. She skies it up the wall and back into the Grand Valley State E zone. 50 seconds remaining here in the third period. The Lynx trying to avoid falling on game 1. It rolls down into the Belleville defensive zone. Gillis first to it. She slides it far corner to Alicia Williams. Nearly a turnover. The puck rolls behind the net. Carlson has it, trying a wraparound shot. Blocked off the stick of Gillis with 35 seconds to go. She pins it to the end wall to kill off some time, but Gillis controls the puck. Stretch pass trying to connect with Mackenzie Drost. It rolls wide out to the hash. Drost with it at the dot. Williams dances past the defender. Can't get past the second. Holds at the goal line. Pins it to the wall, but it's stick free by Taylor Lampard. Below the near side. It's Dakota McAlpany holding at the point. A one-timer by Jessica Walker. Deflects to the corner with 7 seconds to go. A centering pass, no. Williams below the goal line. Centering feed, no. At the left circle with a drive. And the net comes off its moorings again.
Yeah, that net just keeps popping off, and the shot was saved anyway, so it doesn't make too much of a difference, but there could have been a rebound, there could have been a scramble out in front. It was an opportunity developing, and I mean, you see it right there. The shot comes, the net's already off. If that goes in, it's not going to count.
Now, Quinn, if you're Lauren Allen with the way that this game is going, on the back of her head, do you think that she knew if she slid to her right, especially with a scrum going right there, that there's a very high likely chance that the net would come off for a stoppage in play? Do you think that was on the back of her mind, knowing how her post has been today?
You can't completely rule it out. You have a fifth-year senior, so it's a veteran presence. And we'll watch it right here. So you see she kicks off that post and comes over hard enough to wind up knocking the net off. I mean, that was all Allen. You do have to question if maybe that was intentional. And she is talking with the ref right now, maybe about exactly that.
So 40-17 are official shots on goal. The Lynx peppering the net, but the Lakers getting the benefit of the doubt in terms of scoring chances.
Lauren Allen, far and away the tallest person on the ice, standing at 6'3". The tallest player on either one of these teams, and towering over the ref there in their conversation.
And you look at size, Hannah Stone at 5'5". How much of an advantage is it to have someone with Allen over 6'3"?
It's a massive advantage, and we saw it with Adrian College last year in the men's tournament with with Rodebush, who was 6'6". The man was a giant. I'll never forget our partner Boz attempting to interview Rodebush and just his arm extended as high as he could, just trying to reach Rodebush's mouth and to catch his end of the conversation.
And Quinn, just to give you some reference into how physically big Allen is, if she was a goalie in the semifinals in the men's Division I tournament, she'd be the second tallest goalie, and now we get a delay of game on Allen.
So it was exactly what we were saying, and it's going to be a penalty shot.
Oh boy, taking a shot, it's Galli Philippi. She glides ahead in the slot, holds in the backhand, forehand shot, and an easy save made by Allen. Lindsay Allen, a fantastic save in net. She keeps it 4-3.
Wow, just wow.
A very late ruling by the officials, and they awarded her a penalty shot, but Allen stays strong.
So what the officials had to do in that situation, you have Allen come across and she kicked the net off. We thought it looked intentional. Clearly the refs did too, and they had to determine if it was an imminent scoring chance, because that's what that comes down to. If the net just gets shoved off, it's a 2-minute minor. But if it's ruled to be an imminent scoring chance, you give the penalty shot. That's why the refs took so long. They were trying to decide between the minor or the shot. They elected it to go with the penalty shot. Huge save from Lauren Allen, because that would have been a tie game with 1.4 to go in period number 3.
We've seen just about everything today. 8 penalties in one period, a combined total of 16 in a span of less than 60 minutes. So at the minute with a second, just over a second remaining, a face-off comes. It's won by Grand Valley State, and that'll do it. The Lakers on day one take game number 1 over the number 3 team in the country.
And they faced so much adversity, 41 shots on goal to 17, and the last of those 41 being on a penalty shot. Lauren Allen able to get the job done, but if you're the Lynx, it's not over yet. If you win, it's not going to be easy from here, but you got to win 2 in a row now, and you still move on to the next round.
The 3 goals for the Lakers, the first 3 came in the second period, but Grand Valley State was on the ropes a little bit. Lindenwood closed out the game with a 2-on-none scoring advantage.
Yeah, Lindenwood, they had the better third period. I would almost argue as a whole they played a better game, but Grand Valley made the most of their opportunities. And that just speaks to their forwards and all of their players to get the low amount of opportunities that they did and still put 4 shots in the back of the net. If you're a team that's not going to be as sound defensively as Belleville, and assuming that Grand Valley winds up moving on in this tournament, you got to watch out. If they're scoring 4 and 17 shots, what's going to happen if they get into a game where they put up 41 shots?
You can only imagine, and you can only number 1 in the ACHA Women's Division I National Tournament. 41 shots put on Lauren Allen. She makes 38 saves. Goals from Allison Carlson along with Rachel Smith, leading the way offensively for the Lakers. But the main story, the woman in between the pipes, the 5th-year senior from Gregory, Michigan, willing the Lakers to a 1-0 lead over the Lindenwood University Belleville Lynx in a best-of-3 game series to determine who moves on to the semifinals. Final score 4-3. The Lakers defeat the Lynx. Be sure to tune into game number 3 between the Adrian College Bulldogs and McKendree University, scheduled to begin at 4 p.m. Central Time. So for the final time, for Quint Kuski, Casey Roll saying so long from the Comerica Center in downtown Frisco, Texas. You've been watching the 2019 ACHA Women's Division I National Championships on the ACHA Network.